This is Pam, and V is behind the camera today.
Hey guys. So tell me about the shirt you got on.
Oh, see, it's our new shirt from our new shop, which is a Teespring shop. It's teespring.com/stores/kindred-vegan. So
you can link that below, right?
Yep, I will link it in the description.
So go out and support us, guys.
We have a few different styles on our Teespring shop. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention. See my new bracelet? I have it up here so that it doesn't get in the way of the food. A friend of mine made that for me. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm gonna make today are pancakes. And these, I know there are recipes out there for like 2-ingredient pancakes and 3-ingredient pancakes and stuff like this. But this is what my family likes, and so this is what I have been doing for forever. And I'm gonna start out with the grains. And I put all of these in one container, but I will tell you what's in here. I have 1 cup of a whole wheat flour, then I have a 1/2 cup of cornmeal, and then, can you see it? I've got 1/2 cup of oats in here as well. So I'm gonna put this in. I am going to add a tablespoon of baking powder. And then I am going to add a tablespoon of ground chia seed right here. And I'm going to give it a quick mix up. And then we'll add the wet ingredients. What I have is a 1/2 can of pumpkin right here. But now if you wanted like apple flavored, you could use like probably a 1/2 to 3/4 cup of applesauce.
You could even just use bananas if you want.
You could use banana, which I usually do, but my kids really liked the pumpkin flavor. And then I'm going to add just 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. And this is because my kids like their pancakes a little bit on the sweeter side. My husband doesn't.
I do. I like it a bit on the sweeter side, yeah.
Yeah, I know some people don't, and you could easily just leave that out. Leave the maple syrup out of the pancakes. And then depending on what you put in, if you put banana or apple and how much, that's going to determine how much liquid you need to add. I have a cup here, and let's see how much. I just mix it until it's the right consistency, and I'll show you that in a second. Isn't that awful when you don't cook by measurements and it's just like, until it looks right. See, that is not enough. So let me add just a little bit more in here. So this is a cup, and we'll see if that's enough. I have more handy if I need it. Oops, I'm sloshing it.
That's all right.
I'm making a mess.
That's all right. That's how you cook.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need a little bit more here. So
what's the consistency gonna be like?
I want it to be like a thick pour. You want to be able to pour it, but you want it thick. I'm gonna switch to a spoon here. And see, that's not gonna pour well into a pan.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with just a 1/4 cup more. I can see that 1/4 cup measure. And that might be enough, we'll see. And remember, as you cook your pancakes, those oats are going to absorb liquid. So as you're cooking, you may need to add more as you cook.
And what if there's leftover batter? Even then, the next day when you pull it out, you're going to have to add some more, right?
Because the oats will soak up liquid as it sits. And that actually looks really good. That'll pour out nice into a pancake. But as I'm cooking, like I said, and it sits, the oats will soak up some more, so I may have to add a little bit more later on. But that was a 1.25 cups of soy milk is what I added. You could use coconut milk, you can use almond milk, you can use hemp milk, whatever milk you have on hand or want to use, you can easily use. So I am going to get my pan heating up on the stove, and then we'll come back and cook these. All right. Okay, we're back, and we're over here, and I have my pan all hot, and I've actually made a few pancakes.
Test run? You did a test run?
Yeah. And because this is not my stove, so I wanted to try it out and see how the heat is on this stove. And so what we're going to do is make some more, and you can see it's still thick, but not too thick. It's a heavy batter. And I'm just going to put 3 in here, and we will let them cook on one side and then flip them over.
Just asking. Yes. So can you add like the pumpkin pie spice and
absolutely, and that would probably be an awesome flavor to add with it. Like if you did apple If you used applesauce, add some cinnamon, a little vanilla, maybe a little dash of nutmeg.
Yeah, make it like an apple pie thing.
Absolutely. So I'll tell you how I came up with this. Is my normal recipe does not have, I just put mashed banana in there or something like that, but it doesn't have pumpkin in there. But I had a half a can of pumpkin left over in my refrigerator, and so one morning I just told my son, I said, we're gonna make pumpkin pancakes, and we both loved them. They were so good with that added pumpkin flavor in there, you know, and this would be awesome in the fall, you know, pumpkin pie season, pumpkin pie.
But it's good. It's good anytime. I mean, pumpkin is good for you, and that's like adding a veggie. That's just like adding a veggie to your breakfast.
Also, like pumpkin. In the fall, I usually have fresh pumpkin that I cook, and then I blend up and I'll freeze it, you know. Yeah. But the canned pumpkin, add it to soups, add it to chilies. Yeah. You know, it adds. Not quite done yet. This one is. Add it to soups, add it to chilies. It just gives it underlying flavor boost without being too much.
And it thickens it up too, so that way you don't have to add, you know, the cornstarch and stuff like that.
Yep.
So,
you know, and I don't know, I like it in soups and stuff. You can taste it more in the pancakes, I think, because the pancakes are a little plainer. Yeah. But if you add it to a soup, you don't taste it nearly as much. It just becomes part of the background.
Yeah. It has a mild flavor.
Yeah. And it adds so much. So that's one of my favorites, pumpkin is. Almost flipped that onto the other one. Which I've done that before. You know, you end up with a mess in your pan and everything. Hey, it's part of being a mom, you know, you do this stuff. Yep. We don't do it for video, we do it for our families.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes what I do is when everyone's done eating and there's a little batter, I just make it up and put it in the freezer, and then, you know, I just...
Put it in your refrigerator, too. You can use it a few days down the road.
So that's what I do. I mean...
I will say another key to this is having a good non-stick pan. Yeah. You know, if you don't have a good non-stick pan,
because we're not using any oil or any fat of any sort.
Yeah, so having a good non-stick pan is key. Let's see. Move you over a little bit. Perfect. See?
And they're fluffy.
One more. Yeah, that's why I like to add the baking powder. Yeah. You know, some recipes are, you know, 3 ingredients or whatever, and they leave out the baking powder or something like that. And I just think that it helps them to fluff up. And that's it, guys. I am going to finish up the rest of these pancakes, and then we are going to, actually, these children are going to eat them because right now I'm not eating flour. I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm staying away from those processed things like flour. But remember to follow us on all the social media platforms. We are on Facebook where we have conversations and engage more, and that's at Kindred Vegans on Facebook. And on Instagram, we share all of our meals, so you can see what we eat every day and how we're losing weight, and that is K-Vegans on Instagram. So I hope you all have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye now.